Hello dear viewers, welcome back to another Odoo 18 tutorial by Cybrosys. This is your host Aishwarya and this is your co-host
Aisha. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the overview of sales module.
That too in Odoo 18.
Yes.
So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video. So you all know Odoo has certain, we have a lot of modules in Odoo.
Yes.
But still sales is considered as one among the core modules of Odoo. Like we have modules like accounting, purchase and all. Similarly, sales is one among the important and inevitable part of Odoo. So let's move on to the module. I'm opening the sales module over here. Did you open it?
Yes.
Okay.
So guys, you can see the quotations. So here you can see Odoo is defaultly set the list view.
Yeah. And not only the list view, we have other views like the Kanban view. Like if you just take a look at the top right corner of the screen, you can find it's already in list view. Then you have the Kanban view. So I'll put it and show it in detail. First of all, let's explain what it is. Then we have the calendar view as well as the pivot view, graph view, and finally, what do we have?
Activity view.
Yeah. So first things first, let's talk about the list view.
Yes.
So in the list view, it actually gives details on the quotations as a list. So here the details like the number, which is the reference number of the quotation, the creation date, the customer, the quotation template, website, salesperson, activities corresponding to the quotation, the company, the total, and the status is given there. So you can see a thing called quotation template. I hope you guys know what a quotation template is. So what's the role of that quotation template over there?
Okay, quotation template is basically a pre-created template, which we can easily create inside the quotations.
Yeah.
We can select a particular quotation template. We can create that from the settings and we can
actually use it.
Yes.
While creating a quotation. Like we are creating a ready-made thing and once in use, once in need, we are actually using it.
Yes.
It actually reduces a lot of time of us. And if you use any kind of quotation template, that will be shown there corresponding to that particular quotation. And then we have one more thing, which is the status.
Yes.
So you can see all these, quotations are not showing exactly the same status. So what are the statuses?
Okay, here you can see the status, sales order, and we have the quotation sent and cancelled. So we can say that starting from creating a quotation, we can easily send the quotation, right?
Okay.
And after confirm of a quotation, we can say it's converted to a sale order.
Okay. So we can simply say that confirmed quotations are called as the
sale order.
Sale order.
Yeah.
So that's the list view. Now, if you just move on to the Kanban view, it's simply a card-like view of the exact same thing that we've already seen in the list view. So each card depicts the name of the customer, the cost, the status, the activities, the date and time, and as well as the reference. So everything that is there in the list view is also simply designed inside a card.
Yeah.
Okay, then what we have next?
Next, we have the calendar view.
So this is the calendar view of the quotations. Now you can see corresponding to the dates, the quotations are shown in different colors. And you can see on the right side of the screen, what do we have over there?
Okay, we have the status and the customer details.
Okay.
So basically the status is actually giving us some kind of color codes.
Yeah, and I think those colors have been depicted inside the
calendar view.
Yeah, okay. So that's it. And we do have the customers as well. So you can actually use this to filter. Now, if you want only the ones that are in the status quotation, you can simply take the quotation and leave all others empty, right?
Yes.
So you can find only the ones which are in the state quotation. So whatever your need is, based on that, you can filter it. So that's the calendar view.
One more thing, here we have some kind of other options.
Yeah.
Here we have the previous.
I think we can see it in monthly,
yes, like
weekly, yeah. So all those kinds of views are here in the, calendar view. And then also it has two arrows.
Yeah.
So this is basically to see the previous data as well as the next data. So if it's a month, if you have chosen month, then it means it will show the previous month's data as well as the next month's data. So based on your need, you can actually filter this. And then we have what?
A pivot view.
So this is basically the tabular view of the quotation. So you can add measures from here. If you simply click on the measures, you have the option to add. So I'll simply add one and show. We are adding the margin over here. So a new column has been added, which is margin. So we can add multiple measures simultaneously in the
pivot view.
Then what we have next?
So here we can easily insert this into a spreadsheet also.
So in the pivot view, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So by clicking here, you can see a blank spreadsheet, and also there will be
Existing ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can easily, import this into a spreadsheet. So by clicking here, let me show you one thing.
So we are going to add it into an empty spreadsheet. Okay.
So let's confirm. Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
So simply we can,
add it to a spreadsheet. So if you want to add the pivot view of your quotations data into a spreadsheet, there are two options. One is to add it to a brand new spreadsheet, and the other one is to add it to an existing one. So that's the option that we have over here. Next, we have the graph view. So the same thing, that is inserting the graph view into spreadsheet, is also possible here in Odoo 18 sales module. So here in the graph view, what kind of graphs do we have?
Okay, here you can see the bar chart.
So this is basically the bar chart. Once you open the graph, you will first see the bar chart.
And we have the line chart.
Okay.
And also the pie chart.
Pie chart. Okay. And inside this, you all might have seen a lot of reporting sections. We've done previously videos on this. So we have things like the cumulative view, the stack view. You can see this is the stack view. Then we have the cumulative view. And if you want to view this in ascending and descending order, that too is possible over here.
Yes.
So that's simply the views. And finally, what do we have?
And here, one more thing in the graph view, here we have the measures.
Yeah. Okay. Like unlike in the pivot table, here at the time you can use only one measure.
Yes.
But in the pivot table, simultaneously you can use multiple measures.
And lastly, we have the activity view. So here you can see the quotations, sales order, and everything right here. So here we have different kind of activities, which we can say like emails, calls, meeting. Okay. So here you can see it's actually giving some color codes like red.
Three colors are there, right? Okay.
So red, yellow, green.
What is red?
Okay. Red is actually a missed one. We can see that.
Like something which is overdue.
Yes.
Okay. And that is like if an activity is assigned for a particular date, you don't do that.
Okay.
When you miss that, it becomes an overdue one, and that is denoted in the color red. What about the green one?
Okay, green one is actually for the future. Okay, and here we have the yellow, which is current and present.
Like the ones which are assigned today.
Yes,
at the moment. Okay, fine. So that's the activities, and you can easily assign or create a new activity corresponding to the sale order using this section as well. So if you just, like if I want to assign a call, okay, you can see the cell call, and corresponding to the quotation, you can see the plus icon. Click on that and it will easily create a new call. Okay, you can see the activity type will obviously be call because I've chosen it from the call itself.
Yes.
So if you want to change the activity type, you can do that from there. You can see the due date, the assigned to, the summary, and after you assign all these things, you can simply mark it as save. So a new activity will be logged there, right?
Yes.
So that's the view. Now let's go back to the orders and go to the main portion. What is it?
It's quotation.
Yeah. So the main part of the sales module is to create a quotation. So how do we create a quotation? It's really simple.
Yes.
What do we have to do first?
So we need to click on the new button here.
Okay. And then comes the quotation creation form.
Yes.
So here, the very first thing is that you have to specify a customer. So if you simply click on the drop down, you can actually see a lot of customers, out of which you can choose your desired customer. So I'm choosing, let it be Abigail.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So once I've chosen that person, you can see certain other fields are preoccupied. What are they?
Okay, we can see that invoice address and delivery address.
How did it come?
Because this, this particular customer's data is already
there in the system.
Yeah.
So like if I want, I can show that to you guys. Like if you go to the orders itself, you can have a menu which is called the customers. So let's move on to the customers first. And here you can see all the pre-created customer. And if you want to create a new one, simply click on the new button. Okay. So for your information, we have done the customer creation in detail in another video, so you can refer to that. So here I'll just talk about it in a rough way. Yeah. Okay. And here, just give me a name for the customer.
Okay.
Let it be Aisha.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So the name of the customer I'm giving here is Aisha. And I am putting that person as an individual. Okay. So let this person belong to a company.
Yeah.
Okay. And here they'll be asking which company that person belongs to. So I'm putting Aisha under Gemini Furniture.
Okay.
And so Gemini Furniture is a company which is pre-configured. So it will be taking the contact information as that of the company. And then if you want to add contacts and addresses, what you have to do is you have to click on add over here. Okay, so from here you have options to add multiple addresses. So that's another point about the sales module. Yes, right. We have the option to create contacts like the invoice address, the delivery address, the follow-up address, other addresses, whatever address you want, you can add it over here. Okay, so once you've done with it, multiple addresses can be added. I'll point it out again. Multiple addresses can be added to the customer.
Yeah.
And what should we do next? We have to simply save it, right?
Yes.
So I'm giving the name as Aisha itself and I'm saving it as, yeah, that saving is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new quotation and add this particular person to that quotation. So let's create a new one. Okay, what was the name of my customer?
Aisha.
You won't forget that.
Yeah.
So you can see Gemini Furniture, that is the company, comma Aisha. So I'm choosing that and tada, here comes the invoice address of the person as well as the delivery address. Now the next thing that you can find is the expiration.
Yes.
What is that?
Expiration, actually, we can easily put an expiration date for our quotation.
Okay.
This is actually, I think we can say, for our owner, business owner, this is...
I think by default, it will be taking today's date, right?
Yes. And we can change easily
by clicking on that particular field.
Yeah.
So I'm changing it to a different date, okay?
Okay.
And then you have a recurring plan. So in case of a subscription and all, you can make use of this recurring plan. Recurrence means repetitive things, right?
Yeah.
So if you simply click on the recurring plan, you can see, like obviously subscriptions will be for a month, a year, 6 months and all. So here if you choose on monthly, you can see a thing has come which is called subscription quotation. So right now I'm not using that because we don't need that. While we are talking about subscription module, we'll talk about it in detail. But still they should have an idea about what recurring plan is.
Yes.
Then what do we have? We have the price list. What is it?
Okay, price list is basically, we can say if you change the price list, only new added line will be affected. We can easily put a price list for a customer or for any programs or any kind of, relevant activities that is going through your business or an organization. Okay. Yeah. So we can create easily a price list and we can put the particular price list according to your customer. Okay.
Okay. So the main thing is that all these fields can actually be configured in the sales module itself. Like
yes.
In the sales, we have a separate section for configuring the price list, the quotation template, the payment terms, everything. I'll show you. But the final thing is that all those configured things have been taken and put together in the quotations.
Yeah.
So that's the price list and comes the order line. So you should have something that you are going to order. You can't keep it empty, right? So for that, what you need? You need a product. So here in Odoo, we have the option to configure product as well. So I think it's better to show it after creating a quotation. Yeah. Okay. So I'll add a product. You have the option to add a product over here. Let it be apple pie or whatever product it is. I'm adding apple pie. Okay. And here you have the option to add how much quantity you are ordering. So by default, it will be 1. If you want, you can change it to whatever quantity you need. Then you can see the UOM, simply unit of measure. So this will be the unit of measure that has been configured for the product once it has been created. Then you have the packaging and all. So I'll talk about the packaging. Then you have the unit price, the default tax as well as the discounts. Now what is this add a section, add a note and all?
Okay, here we have some additional options, right? So we can easily add a sections, like if we need to add some section like...
It's simply like giving a heading, right?
Yeah, definitely. If like a furniture.
And I think this will also be reflected while we send the quotation to the customer.
Yeah, definitely. They can see that in different way. Like
it's actually to, you know, while sorting different data, to make it easier, we'll write, okay, like if I'm ordering some fruits and vegetables. Yeah. One section I'm giving fruits and under that the products will be fruits. The other section vegetables comes the vegetables. So like that you can add a section over here and also we have the option to add a note.
Yeah. We can easily add any note which is corresponding to any product. Like if this product have any kind of discounts or this
anything regarding the product can be added as a note.
And then
we have a very attractive thing that is the catalog. So rather than talking about it, I'll just click on it and show you. So if you just click on the catalog, you can see such a variety of view.
Yes.
Where you can see product as different cards and If you want to add a product, simply click on the card.
I think this is actually a similar thing that we can see in an online website.
Yes,
Okay.
it's kind of, similar. And if you simply want to, like, I've already chosen a product. If you want to multiply the quantity, click again. Okay, simply click and the product has been added. It's that interesting and that easily Odoo has designed it. Now, we also have an option that is the plus and minus icon. So using the plus icon, you can actually increase the quantity, as well as clicking on the minus icon, what happens?
Decrease.
Yeah. So obviously we have the option to remove it as well.
Yes.
So here we have a trash can icon where you can remove it. So it's really easy to add multiple products. So rather than going to the order line and searching for each product, you can simply click on the catalog and add such things. So that's how you add it. Now if you go back to the sale order, you can see those products have been added to the order lines. Then what do we have? We have the optional products.
Yes, optional product is actually a cross-selling. We can say that. Yeah, we can say it's like if we are selling any kind of product to your customer, we can actually give what we can say that.
Like in case of every time I used to say this example only.
Okay.
The mobile phone one is since Odoo 15, I guess I'm telling the same example. So it's a very easy example to understand. Like if you're going to buy a keypad phone, they are actually convincing you with a smartphone.
Yes.
So in that cases, that's optional product. Yes, optional product. That's it. Like a same product, but in different, where it has different qualities, extra qualities. So that's the optional product. If you want to add optional products to it, so you can add it.
Actually, maybe the customer is thinking about that. I will buy this later or something else. But when we are trying
to convince them. That's
okay.
Then we have the quote builder.
Yes.
So here you can actually see the header, about us and all. So here I think in the configuration we have an extra area where we are adding the footer, header. Yeah, so we'll talk about it there
later.
Then we have the other info section. So the first thing is the sales. So in the sales, we have the
salesperson, sales team, company, online signature, online payment.
So both are enabled by default.
Yeah.
So if you want to, while buying the product online and online signatures made enabled, as well as the online payment. So 100%
that can be done easily see in the settings.
Yeah, then you have the customer reference. Like if you want to add any kind of customer reference for easy identification of the customer, that can be done, as well as the tags. So tags are also used for easy filtration and easy identification and all. Now these tags are also configured in the configuration of sales module. Okay, then you have the invoicing section, where you have the fiscal position and the project. So fiscal position is basically for tax mapping. Okay, that comes in the accounting section. And if this belongs to any kind of project, that project can be chosen from here. So this is, as you all know, Odoo is integrated. Like it will be connected with all other modules. So you can see a connection of accounting and project module over here under the invoicing section. Then you have the delivery section, where you can see the shipping weight, the warehouse.
We cannot change the shipping weight. Here you can see that. And we have the warehouse, Incoterm location, shipping policy, and delivery date. Okay.
Yeah,
so we have the shipping policy. Can you please talk about the shipping policy?
Where is the shipping policy? Yeah,
okay, you can see it.
Okay. So if you just keep the pointer on the field over the shipping policy, you can see as soon as possible when all products are ready. So like you can make it the delivery available only, like you have two options. If it's an urgent thing and all, you can actually choose as soon as possible. And if the products are not there, you ordered for 5 products and only 2 products are there, you can choose the second option. That is, you only need the products when all of them are available.
Yes.
Okay. So that can be chosen over there. And then you have the Incoterm. That's a very important thing, which is the international commercial term. So these terms are important in terms of business and accountings and all. So we'll talk about that later. Then you have the expected delivery date. And if you have a preferred date, you can choose that there as well. Next, we have the tracking section where we have the source document. You can add a source document of the quotation over here. Then you have the opportunity. Okay, so your opportunity means it's something regarding the CRM.
Yes.
Then you have the campaign through which this order has come. If it has come through any campaign, you can choose that. Similarly, you have the medium and source, which made this quotation possible. Finally, we have the notes.
Yeah.
internal notes.
Yes.
Why do
we
we
need to, if we need to give any internal notes to your customer along with this quotation, we can easily
add it
type
from
Yeah.
here? Okay. And the quotation is created. That is a basic quotation is created. What is the next step?
We need to send this by email.
Okay. So if you take a look at the top of the, at the right side of the quotation creation, you can see quotation send, and sale order. So these are the different stages of a quotation. Right now, it's in the quotation state. So I'll show you a magic. If you click on send by email, it's not a magic, okay? If you click on send by email, you can see the customer's details has come. I'm saving and closing it. So an email should be provided as well. So I'm just giving an email. Okay. And then save and close it. So you have to make sure that the customer is having an email ID. Only then you can send it by mail. Then once it's done, you can see the preview of the mail. That is, hello, your quotation and the reference number will be given. Amounting in $72 is ready for review. And that can be sent to the customer. It's actually a very good thing that the customer can actually track what is happening.
Yes.
Right? It's his order, it's his money. So he should keep track of all these things. So once the quotation is sent, what is the status now?
Quotation sent. You can see that it's changed.
Now, what is the next step?
We need to confirm this. Once your customer is okay with this quotation, we can easily click on the confirm button. So once we done that,
It will change to a
sales order.
It's that simple. Yeah. So it's how you can actually create a new sale order. So as I said before, confirmed quotations are called as
Sale order.
sale order. And you have one more thing on the right side of the screen, which is called as the chatter. So everything that you do will be tracked and logged here in the chatter. So you can see a message called sale order created, a quotation being sent and all. Okay. So everything will be logged there. And if you want to log anything else, you can actually click on log note.
Yes.
Add it over there.
Yeah.
So that's how you create a quotation. Okay, your quotation that you've created can be seen here. Mine is not confirmed yet. So that's the reason why it shows the status as quotation sent. What next?
We have the orders.
So what is the difference between the quotation section and the order section?
Okay, basically quotation is like we are giving a format of the sales order to our customer. Once your customer is okay with this quotation, we can put this as confirm stage. After confirming this, we can see that it's a sale order. If a customer directly needs a product from us, we can easily create a sale order.
Okay. So the other difference that I can talk about is that in the quotation section, you can see the quotations that are having status like, what was it? Quotations, sale orders, quotations, send and all. But here you can find, that is under the order section, you can only find the confirmed quotations. That is all the ones that are sale orders. And here the invoice status is what has been highlighted. So you can see the ones which are to be invoiced, which are fully invoiced, where there is nothing to invoice and all. Okay. All such statuses can be viewed here under the order section. So the main thing is that you can directly create a sale order from here. There is no difference of creating a quotation as well as the sale order, like creating a new one from the quotations tab as well as the sale order tab. No, it's exactly the same. But the thing is that it will be filtered, like only the sale orders will be found here. There you can see the ones which are not yet confirmed as well as confirmed.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not creating one again. But we have to show one more thing, which is to invoice.
Yeah.
That is invoicing. Now, the first one I have here is having the status to invoice.
Okay.
So here you can see a button which is like you can open any one which is having the status to invoice. Okay. And here you will be finding a very active button which says create invoice. So we create a quotation. We confirm it to a sale order.
Yeah.
Next thing is to create an invoice. Only then the customer can pay for it, right?
Yeah.
So you can simply click on create invoice. So they'll be asking like a pop-up comes, a wizard comes, and it will be having three options. Whether a regular invoice, a down payment. Down payment has two options. Fixed percentage. A fixed amount and a percentage. So if it's a regular invoice, you can do that. If the customer is doing a down payment of this much percentage, out of 100, he is doing 50% as down payment. Then you can choose that. Or fixed amount, like if 100 is the amount, he is paying 50. Yeah. So in such cases, you can use the down payment. Here, I'm not giving any complication to you guys. Let's create a regular invoice. So I've created a draft invoice. Where is it? Okay. So the status of the invoice is given as draft. One more status is there for the invoice. What is it? The posted. Yes, right? So when will this thing become posted? Once you confirm it. So I've confirmed it. After confirming the invoice, what is the next step? Next step is to do the payments. Okay. So the pay button is active over there. You can actually take a look at all these things, confirm the data. If it's okay, then you can proceed with the payments. So I'm going to click on pay and comes a wizard which shows the journal, the payment method. So you basically have different payment methods. Okay. You have manual payment, batch deposit, the PayPal, Stripe, and all. So those are different payment providers and all. So here let it be manual payment, the amount, the payment date as well as the memo is there. Now I'm going to click on create payment. Yes, that's right. After that, what is the difference?
Okay, you can see a green color ribbon over there.
Yeah, which will show in payment.
Yeah.
So that is done. Okay, so that's how simply you can actually deal with the payment. That is how a quotation is created, how the invoice is created, how a quotation becomes a sale order, and then the final thing easily pay for it. Yeah, so the payment is done. So we've talked about the quotation and the orders. Next is the
Sales team.
sales team. So here we have the sales team. So you all know if for every firm, like if a firm is something related to sales, they'll be having sales teams.
Yes.
So it's important to configure these teams, keep track of these teams as well. So here in Odoo, we have the different sales team. So this is actually the dashboard of the sales team. If you go to configuration, you have the option to create sales team.
Yeah.
Once you create one sales team using the sales team under configuration, that will be shown here in the sales team,
this dashboard.
So if you just take a look at the dashboard, so I'll just take, you have a sales team, right?
Yeah.
A team named sales itself is there. So there you have a button called sales analysis. Simply click on the sales analysis and it will be giving a graphical analysis of the sales team, that team. Okay. So you can see the quantities ordered in this particular month and then you can add the different measures. Yeah.
You can also do the things that we have already
talked about the graph view. And this is also available in bar chart. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to change the filter, by default, it will be of the current month, the sale orders of the sale team.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have the list view. That's the list view, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the list view of the very same thing. And if you go back to the sales team, you can see 0 sessions running, 12 open opportunities, 30 quotations, 42 orders to invoice. So all the details regarding wherever this sales team is involved, their data will be shown here in the dashboard. So that's it. And that's the only important thing that we have over here.
Yeah, okay. Definitely. Let's move to the customers.
Yeah, customers. So I think we've already shown how to create a
Customer, and you can see everything.
Customers can be seen from here. And one more thing to add on, this is the Canvan view. We have a
list view also.
Customer as well. So that's it. Next, let's move on to
Invoice.
So it's a bit tricky part, right? We have orders to invoice and orders to upsell.
Yeah.
So if you click on orders to invoice, thank God there is data. So here in the orders to invoice section, you can find the invoices. I mean, not the invoices, sorry, the orders. It's where the invoice status is to invoice. If you simply scroll down, you can see all of them have the status to invoice. So where invoices are not being created, such orders can be found over here. So from here, you can open that and we've already seen how an invoice has been created.
Yes.
Right? And you can continue with the payment and all. Okay, so that's how you do it. Next is orders to upsell. So you talk about orders to upsell.
Okay, basically orders to upsell is right here. You can see that. And
like once we open it, we can't find anything.
Yeah, right. Because of what? If we creating a quotation and after we confirming this particular quotation, and let's say that once your customer is calling you, okay, and before delivery, your customer is calling you and said that they need more product. So if you are
that is a change in the quantity comes over.
Yes. If something happened in your quantity, right, like increasing the quantity of your product, that need to be upsold. Okay, so we need to create an invoice based on this.
Shall we do one and show them? So let me show you how like a sale order will come under the upselling. Okay, so upselling is basically, as we said before, it's the change of quantity that comes in ordered as well as delivered ones. So I'm going to create a new quotation. Okay. So let the customer be Abigail.
Okay.
And I am adding a product. So before adding the product, you have to make sure that the invoicing policy is an ordered quantity. So apple pie is my product and the quantity I'm giving it as 5. Let it be 5. Okay. So once it's done, you can continue the procedure. I'm confirming it to a sale order. So it's a sale order. And then I'm creating the invoice for it as well. So I'm creating a regular invoice. So let it be a regular invoice and confirming the invoice. So an invoice is created for 5 quantities that has been ordered.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to the sale order where you can see a smart tab called delivery. I'm opening that. And under that, you can see the demand quantity is 5 and the ordered quantity is also 5. So the delivered quantity is also written as 5. So I'm going to change it to 10 quantity.
All right.
And then I'm going to validate it. Okay.
So we have already done, we have already created one invoice, right?
Yes. For the ordered quantities, we have created the invoice.
Okay.
Now, if you go back to the sale order, remember the number which is S00147.
Okay.
Now, if you go to orders to upsell, so here you can see that has come. So here, this is an upselling opportunity because for the remaining quantity, we have not created the invoice.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it comes under to invoice section. So that's simply the, upselling thing.
Okay.
We've done detailed video on this. You can refer to it as well. It's just a rough way of doing it. Okay. So next comes the important part, which is products.
Yes.
So without products, there is no quotation.
There is no
So things like we say, without you, there is no me. Likewise, without products, we can't do anything regarding the quotation. So if you click on the products, all the products that is there in your system can be viewed over here. So to create a product, it's very simple. You can simply go and click on new product. Once again, let me say we have done detailed video on creation of products. You can check it. So here the product creation is done simply by clicking on the new product. So you can give the name of the product, and by default, once you create product inside the sales or purchase module, these check boxes which is sales and purchase will already be enabled. So if you are creating one from the subscription subscription module, the subscription checkbox will be enabled. Similarly, the point of sale, rental and all. Okay. Now here under the general information, you can see the product type. So I'll create a product, right? Let it be pen.
Okay.
And I'm starring it so that I can access it easily.
Yeah.
And then you have the product type as goods, services,
combo.
So I'm putting it under goods.
Okay.
It can be a service or even a combo.
Okay.
Service means
a tangible product and service is intangible one. Okay.
Yeah. Services like, a plumber can be a service. A doctor can be a service. Teaching can be service. So such services can also be created here. The only thing is that you have to give product type as service. And then we have combo products as well. So you can create combo products by simply choosing the combo over here. So you can choose the combo, like if it's take the case of a meal. So you'll be having a starter, a meal and a dessert, which is a combo.
Okay.
Similar products can be chosen over here. So right now, no complications. Let's just create goods. Okay, so the product type, I'm giving it as goods, and then you have the option to track the inventory.
Yes.
So if you want to keep track of the inventory, that is if you want to take a look at the on-hand quantity of the product, then you have to check this. Okay, so you can choose it whether you have to track it by quantity, by lot and serial number, or by lots or even serial number. So I'm putting it as quantity. And if you want to create repair for this product, okay, I'll simply show the field there. So you can create a linked repair order on sale order confirmation of this product. If you want that, like for my pen, I don't think we need a repair order for it.
Definitely.
So that's simply the feature. Then you have the option to put the internal notes and what else.
We have missed invoicing policy though.
Yeah.
Okay, which is very important thing.
Yeah. I was talking about the goods and I went through that way.
Yeah, track inventory.
Yeah, I went to track inventory. Yes. Yeah. What else?
Okay.
Yeah, talk about the invoicing
policy. We have 2 invoicing policy. First one is ordered quantity, based on the ordered quantity and the delivered quantity. And we have already done the detailed video about this invoicing policy.
It's really simple. I can say that if the invoicing policy is ordered quantity, if I am ordering this product pen. I'm ordering for 5 products.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be paying or invoicing for this 5 product. If you are adding delivered quantity, I am ordering 5 products and they are delivering me 10 products, means I'll be invoicing the 10 products.
10 product.
It's that simple. So whatever you order and deliver, based on that, the invoicing policy can be changed over here. Then you have the other section where you have the sales price tax.
Sale tax, endeavoring cost, categories, reference, barcode, company.
So you can create a barcode and all for your product, right? In case of POS or e-commerce and all, while scanning, you can actually generate a barcode for this particular product.
Yes.
Okay, and then you have the company, the cost, the all such things.
Sale price. And
So that's the general information. Then you have attributes and variants. So attributes and variants are really simple.
Yes.
That is, pen, it doesn't mean like every pen will be having only a single model, single color. No. Pen has, in case of pen, okay, in other products also we have attributes and variants. So in case of pen, we have different color pens. We have type of pen. Yeah, we have ball pens, ink pen, fountain pen. We have a lot of pens, glitter pens, color pens and all. So you can actually add the attributes over here. So if you are clicking on add a line, you can actually add color. Color is an attribute. So the values can be red, blue, green, yellow, white, whatever it is. Okay. So that's the attribute and the values that comes. Okay. So that's the product variants. So when I add an attribute as color and I'm giving 3 values, which is blue, black and green. So I'm creating 3 types of products over.
Yes.
So those are 3 variants of pen. Yeah. So that's the attributes and variants.
You can also create the attribute for any products.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yes.
Okay.
And that also can be configured from the configuration, I guess. Yes, under the configuration, attributes can be configured. Then we have the sales section. So can you please explain what the sales section is?
Okay. Wait a minute.
Okay, you went somewhere else.
Yes. Okay. Here we have the sales section, which we can see the upsell and cross-sell. We have already discussed about what you mean by optional product, upsell and cross-sell also, right? So we can.
So if you have any doubts, you can simply put your cursor on the field help. It will actually give you the idea.
Okay.
So optional products are suggested whenever the customer hits add to cart. In case of sales, that is add to cart and all comes in the e-commerce section.
Yes.
So once the customer clicks add to cart, this thing will be coming there. For example, they are given example as well. Cross-sell strategy. Example for computers, warranty and software can be given as optional product. And accessory product for computer. In case of computer itself, you can keep mouse, keypad, or some keyboard. Yeah, keyboard. Sorry, it's okay. Then you have alternative products. So it is actually kind of an upsell strategy. Okay. So these products actually show up on the product page. That will simply be showing the
alternatives of this particular product.
Yeah, that's it. So that's the upsell and cross-sell section. Then you have the e-commerce shop section of the product. So you have to make this product available in the e-commerce. So for that, you have to check on is published.
Yes.
And then you have the website. So if you don't give any website, means this will be available in all the websites. Or if you want to make it available in any specific one, then you have to choose. Yeah. Then you have the categories. So you will be having product categories. So these comes under stationery products, right?
Definitely.
You can put it under penny or you can create a new one.
Like category.
Yeah, and put it under that. So you have categories like chairs, desks and all. So obviously we can't put it under chairs and all, right? So you can put it under any of these categories. You can just click on the categories and search for more. So here you will be having different kinds of, categories. Or you can create a new one for this particular thing. I'm not putting it under any category right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then out of stock message. So for e-commerce, when the product is not there, it should show an out of stock message. So you can simply write as, sorry, this product is not available right now, or whatever message it is. So please note that's all for e-commerce shop. And if you want to add media, that is if you want to add any kind of picture for the product, that can be added over here. Then you have the quotation description as well as the e-commerce. Then we have the inventory.
Yes.
So under the inventory, we have operations. Can you please read out what the operations are?
Okay.
Can you see any inventory section?
Inventory.
Yeah.
I think I've moved into the purchase section.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Can you please check the purchase?
I think it's here.
No, I'm talking about the
the purchase section. I know it's just to add a vendor corresponding to the product. Okay. So if the product is not available,
Yes.
and if you want to buy it, you can set up, like if you have if I have a product, I'm setting you as the vendor of the product. So every time when the product is not there, when we replenish in the sense, if the product is not there, automatically we'll order, right?
Yes.
That time, this product will be bought from this particular vendor, which I've set it. Okay. So that's the purchase. Then you have the inventory section. So under the inventory section, you have the operation where you have routes, whether it's to buy, replenish, that is MTO, replenish on order.
Yeah.
Then you have the drop shipping, manufacturer, resupply subcontractor on order, and all such things. So this is all related to the inventory module. As I said before, this is integrated. Then you have the logistics section where you can see the volume, weight, the lead time and all of the product.
Responsible person and everything.
Yeah, and then you have packaging. So you can actually set a packaging for this product. The packaging can be done from here. So if you click on add a line, you can create a packaging, the packaging type, whether it's a pallet, a box and all. You can give the name for the packaging. And then you can, decide the way it should be packed and how much, if you are choosing a box means how much quantity should be there in a box can also be set over here in the sales and purchase module for this particular product. And finally, we have the accounting section where you can see the payables, where you can set an expense account for the product, a price difference account, and in the receivables, you can add an income account, the intra-stack, the automatic email at invoice, as well as the UNSPC category. All these things can be given over there. And then you have a lot of smart tabs on top of the screen as well.
Like price list, go to website,
On-hand quantities. Yeah. So this on-hand has come because we're tracking this
inventory, right?
Yeah, tracking the inventory. So that's the product. Once you're done with that, you can save it. So the saving is done.
Okay.
And then you have the product variants. Okay. So as I said before, the attributes and variants, such variants can be found inside the product variants, and you can even create new variants. So it's not different from creating a new product. So I'm not explaining that.
Okay.
Okay. Then what we have? The price list.
We have the price list. It's very important.
Yeah. So we've already gone through the price list in the quotation creation. So price list can actually be created from here. You can simply click on new. And here you can give the name of the price list. The currency can be chosen. The country group to which it should be effective can be chosen. And then you can apply the company also. And also then you can apply the rules. Yeah. So what the rule is, you can simply click on add a line and you can see apply to whether you want this price list to apply on a product.
Create a scenario and
yeah, sure.
Can we show that? Okay.
What is the scenario?
Okay. Let it be a trending one. A flash sale. Okay. So let's create a flash sale.
Okay. So I'm just closing it. Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
And yeah, and let's add a rule.
So what is there in the wizard? Can you please explain all those things?
Here we have to apply to product, price type, fixed price, minimum quantity and validity period. Let me explain one by one. So if we are going to apply this for a particular product or a category, we can specify that. So here I'm going to
apply to a product.
Okay. So, and here we have another option which is called product. So we need to specify a product. We are
like if you are choosing apply to a product, you have to specify upon which product you are going to apply this.
Okay. So let it be pen. And here we have the price type. Like the flash sale is actually giving some kind of discounts.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's check this discount and we need to specify how much discount are we going to give to the customer. So let's give that 25%. Okay. And here we have the minimum quantity. So we can set a minimum quantity and also validity period for this particular flash sale.
Okay.
So after that, we can easily save and close it.
Like if you want to add one more, you can add it from right.
Definitely.
And this is further used in the quotation. Okay. So it's really simple to create a price list under the price list section of Odoo, which you can find under the products tab. And then you have the discounts and loyalty as well as the gift cards and e-wallet.
Okay.
So the gift cards, discounts and all will be something that you have already seen.
Yeah, definitely.
So what is it?
So let's move to the gift cards and e-wallet. So here you can see at the dashboard a pre-created gift cards, e-wallet, and yeah. So let's create a new one.
So and simply click on the new button to create a new one. Okay.
Okay. Here you can see the program name, like what is we are actually going to give. So here it is an example which is called 10% discount on laptop. So let's also give that. Okay.
Okay. So we are creating a new one named 10% discount on laptops, right? Okay.
And after that, here we have the program type. So we need to specify which is our program type. So once we click here,
It can either be a gift card or an e-wallet.
okay. So let it be a gift card. Okay. And here we have the other details like gift card product, email template, print report, currency, company, and you can also put the availability on the point of sale, sales website.
So, which means this will be available on all those 3 modules.
Yes, and here we have the website. We can specify a particular website if we have. And here we have the point of sales.
So, it will be available in all POS and all website until and unless we specify one. Okay,
and we can
that simple to create.
Yeah.
From here itself, if you simply change the program type to e-wallet, it will change to, a new e-wallet will be created over there.
Yes.
Similarly, we have one more thing, which is discount and
loyalty.
So you can create discount programs over here and you know what loyalty points are. So based on our previous sales and all, you can actually set loyalty points and that can further be used in our quotations.
Yes.
So creation can be done from here. Simply click on new and then it will be asking for a program name where you can actually specify the name of the program and then you can choose the program type. So you have program types like coupons, loyalty cards, the promotions, discount code, buy X get Y. That is, we will be having options like buy one get one free, buy two get one free and all such things can be added over here. And then you have next order coupons. So all these program types are there. We have done detailed video on all these things. So if you are finding trouble, finding trouble to find where these things are there, don't worry, it's here under discount and loyalty section. So that's how you can easily create. Yes, I think we don't have to go deeper in it.
Yeah, let's move to the next topic.
Yeah. So now let's move on to the commissions section of the sales module. Now you can, like in the previous versions, if you check, you can't find this menu called the commissions. But here in Odoo 18, we have such a thing. And under commissions, you have sub-menus like my commissions, where you can find data about your commission. You means the one who is logged into the database. Then you have commissions, commission plans, and adjustments. So first, let's go to my commissions. So a commission which is pre-created or assigned to you, that is that individual who's signed in, can be seen over here. So this is actually a list view of the commission. So here in the list view of the commission, you can actually find the name of the salesperson. That is, obviously commissions will be assigned to different sales team and salesperson. So that person's name, the period, the target amount, the achieved one, and the commission amount can be seen over here. And corresponding to each of these lists, you can see a button called detail, right?
Yes.
You can find it there, right?
Yeah.
So if you just click on that, you can actually get the details of it. So if any details is given there, that will be there in the list view. Okay. So let's go back. Now all the commissions are seen there. So anything to add on to it?
Yes, here we have 2 more views.
Yeah, what are the views?
So first one, here we have the list view. It's defaultly. And second one, here we have the graph view.
Okay.
So easily we can see the measures and we can insert this into spreadsheet. And here we have the pie chart, bar chart, line chart. And
so by default, once you open the graph view, you will be getting the bar chart, right? And you have 2 more charts, that is the line chart. So this is the line chart. And here you have the pie chart.
Yes.
So as you all know, in the graph view, you can add only a measure at a time.
Yeah.
So you have the measures over here and you all know how to insert a graph view into the spreadsheet. We've already shown that, right?
Yes.
So I'm not showing that again. Right now it is showing the commission. If you want to see the achieved rate, forecast, target amount, or even the achieved ones, you can find it over here. Even the count can be found here by choosing the measure as count. So right now I've chosen count and it shows the count. Okay, of different months. So that's the graph view. And finally, we have the pivot view for the very same thing, which is the commission. So pivot view is simply a tabular view. Okay, so here you can see the measures like target amount, achieved rate, forecast and all. If you just click on measures, you can see all of them has been added. If you want to add count also, you can simply select that and that too will be added in the table.
Yes.
Anything else? So here also we have the option to insert it into a spreadsheet.
Clip the axis, expand all and something like that.
So that's it. Now let's move on to the next one, which is commissions. So right now you were seeing only your commissions, but here you can see commissions assigned to all the sales person. So here you have I have logged in as Michelle Admin.
Okay.
And so in my commission, it will be showing only the ones which are assigned to Michelle Admin. But right now you can see other people's commissions as well. Like you can see Mark Demo's data, Michelle Admin's data and so much more. So all others, like every commission plans or commissions can be found here under the common commission section, right?
Yes.
What is the next thing?
Next one is commission plan.
Mm-hmm.
So here you can see the pre-created commission plans like manager achievement, salesperson target, and here you can see the type, periodicity, company, start date, end date, and the status, like approved or not. So let's create a new one. Okay, click on the new button and here you will get a form.
Yeah, this is the commission plans creation form is what you can see right in front of you right now. So obviously there should be a name for your plan.
Yes.
Now they'll be giving an example. I'm like here we have a name called commission
Plan 2025.
Yeah, commission. I missed the spelling.
All right.
Commission plan 2025 is the name that I'm giving. It's just a random name. It can be anything based on your need. Then what we have there?
Next, we have a two-way, like setting a commission. We have two-way, like achievements and target. So we can put that based on an achievement or a target, and we can also specify whether it's a salesperson or a team.
Okay. So that is, in simple words, we can say, if I'm the head of an organization and I have a team under me, a sales team.
Yes.
So based on the performance, I'm equally sharing the commission among our team.
Yes.
Or I can share it individually, like each salesperson. So that can be chosen over here, whether it's per person or per team. And you have one more thing, based on what you're giving the commission. Is it based on a target that they have been given to be achieved, or certain other achievements? So based on whatever commission plan you are planning to give them, you can actually choose that from here, whether it's targets or achievements.
Okay. And here we have the effective period. So we can specify the effective period, like if that was a 1 year or 2 year.
That is a time period should be chosen over here. From what date to what date this has been effective.
Yes.
And then you have the target frequency. So whether it can be a monthly one or a quarterly one or a yearly one.
Yeah.
Okay. So that can be chosen. And then you have the achievements, under which you can type what kind of achievement it is, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to add a new achievement, simply click on add a new one. Like in the product and all, we are adding order lines. No, under order lines, we are adding product. Similarly, we have one thing over here. So you can see the achievements can be given here, whether it's amount invoiced, the amount sold, quantity invoiced, quantity sold, margin, or even MRR. So whatever the achievement is, you can choose it. And if it's for products,
we can specify the product.
You can actually specify the product. Yeah. If you leave it empty, means it will be for all products. So if you want to specify a particular product, that can be given. Same is the case of categories.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a category over there.
And so we can also specify a
recurring plan. So how often it should be repeated.
Yes.
And the rate can be given. And once it's done, what do we have to do?
Next, we need to move to periods. Okay.
So we have one more thing, which is the period. So you can actually set periods. Like you can name the different period. Like you have periods here like Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. So such time periods can be found over here under the period tab. Then you have the sales people.
Yes.
So here is the place where you can add a salesperson to a commission plan.
Yeah.
So simply click on add a new salesperson, and under that you can choose the people. So that people will be added over here. So if I'm adding Abigail Peterson, let it be Abigail. Right. So from a particular date to another date. So let it be something like that. I'm just giving some random thing, okay? And if you want to add any kind of other, like if there is any other plan, that will be shown over here. So a new, salesperson is added to commission plan 2025. So you can save it over here. I'm like accidentally approved it. Let's reset it to draft. And once all the things are done, what you have to do is,
we can normally save this.
Save it. And then you have the, like by default, once you create it, it will be draft.
Yes.
So you will have to approve it. Yeah. So you have a very active button on the top left corner of your screen where you have to click on approve, and the state will change from draft to approved. So once it's done, you can actually mark it as done. So this is actually kind of a, time period is given. And within that time period, when it's done, what you have to do, you have to mark it as done. So that's the commission plan over here. So you will see a smart tab also which says commissions. So commissions of that particular person can be seen over there. Like Abigail Peterson has been added over there. Okay. So let's go back. So that's the commission plan. That's how, don't worry, we have detailed video of commissions and all in our channel. You can go and check to it, okay? This is just a random way of creating and a random way of explaining, I guess. Okay?
And lastly, we have the adjustment also.
Okay.
So
Now, one more thing that I have to show is, if you go to commissions right now, you can find the Abigail Peterson, which I added right now. Okay, so that commission has been viewed over there. So I'll just highlight it on the screen. So this is it. Okay, so that's how it get reflected in the commissions. So that's the commissions. Now, last what we have?
adjustments.
Okay.
So if we need to create any adjustment, you can also do that, like adding the adjustment and reduce that from and date, achieved and not.
So to create a new adjustment, you have to click on new.
Yes.
And then you have the option to choose the salesperson, the date, type and amount over here.
Yeah.
So type, you all know what the type is, right? While creating a commission, achievement types was used. So here you have type like invoiced, that is the amount invoiced, amount sold, the quantity invoiced, quantity sold. So whatever the type is, you can choose that. I'm choosing in amount invoiced. The amount can be adjusted over here. Okay, you can change the amount. Suppose if I'm giving 50, that has been added over here. So a new adjustment has been created based on the commission plan for a particular salesperson. Okay, so that's the commissions part, I guess. Now let's move on to the reporting section of the sales module. So this is actually an important sector of the module, because everything that you do under the module can actually be tracked easily by simply using the reporting section.
Okay.
So here in the reporting, we can basically find different types of graphs, the pivot table and all,
Yes.
where it will be giving data on sales, salesperson, products, customers and commissions. So first thing is the sales.
I think mainly they are giving the two type of views, right? Graph and pivot in every report.
Yeah, but in sales analysis, we have the list view as well.
Yes.
Okay, so the very default view once you open the sales analysis is the graph view. So this actually gives you an idea about the sales that is happening in your organization for each time period. Okay, so by default, there'll be certain filters like sale orders. So it will be showing only data of the sale orders, not quotations.
Okay.
Okay, that's the very first point. And then non-recurring ones, which means the things that are not being getting repeated. Such things are there. And also it will be showing data for the last 365 days.
Last one.
So that's the default filters. If you want, you can remove it. Okay. So you all can see this arrow on top of the search button.
Okay.
If you click on that, you have a lot of filters, group by and favorites. Favorite is to add a favorite filter. You can actually save your current search and use it as a filter. Then group by. If you want to group this data based on a salesperson, a sales team, referral, I simply show. So here you have salesperson. So this data right now will be shown based on salesperson.
Okay.
Similarly, you have sales team and also I'll simply show the screen. This is based on salesperson. You have people like Mark Demo, Michelle Edmond and all. So for Michelle Edmond, how many quantities been ordered? Like based on that particular salesperson. So whatever the filter you want, you can add it and the graph will be altered. Or what do we use? Tailored.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, altered for your need. That's it. Okay. So here also you have the option to add the measures. So right now it is showing the quantity ordered. By default, it will be showing the quantity ordered. So if you want to see quantity which is delivered, quantity which is to be delivered or to be invoiced or already invoiced, such things can be found here under the measure. So whatever you need, obviously you have to know a lot about your sales. It's important to keep track of your sales. So you might need to know how many are there to get delivered, how many are delivered yet, what is the invoiced amount. All such things can be found inside the measures. So by default, you'll see the line chart. So you have the bar chart and pie chart of the same. And also you will get a cumulative as well as the stacked. And other thing is that
Ascending and descending.
Yeah, that's it. Now we have the pivot view of the very same thing, which is actually a
tabular view, and we can add multiple measures in here.
Yeah. By default, we have measures like quantity ordered and
quantity invoiced.
Yeah, but here also in the measures, you have the exact same thing that you found inside the graph view. So I'm adding quantity delivered, quantity invoiced. You can add multiple, measures simultaneously over here in the pivot table. So here also we have the very same filters. And finally, we have the list view of the sales analysis. So you can see the order date, the order, the product, customer, salesperson, company, quantity, unit price and total. So everything, basic details, basic and important details regarding the sales is shown here. Individual, that is discrete report is given over here. Okay. So yeah, that's the sales report. That is the sales analysis. What do we have next?
Next, we have the salesperson. So the same report, you can see, first of all, here defaultly the graph view. And the same measures, you can specify which measure you need to show. And yeah, here we have the discount amount, gross weight, margin, quantity delivered, everything. So you can specify the measures and you can also insert this into a spreadsheet. And here we have the bar chart and line chart, pie chart. Here we have the stacked view and ascending and descending.
Okay. And one more thing to add on, this is actually a sales analysis which is corresponding to a salesperson.
Yeah.
So previously, while talking about the sales reporting, I told you, you have the filters where you can group by salesperson. But here, by default, it is showing the sales analysis based on the salesperson for the last 365 days. So if you just take a look at the bar chart, you can see different salesperson like Michelle, Edmund, Mark, Demo, and Odoo, and some people which are not coming under any of these. And in the measures, you can see it is showing the quantity delivered, right? No, quantity ordered.
Yeah.
Quantity ordered corresponding to Michelle, Edmund, Mark, Demo, and all other salespersons. So if you just put the cursor on top of Michelle, Edmund, you can see 3.32K was the quantity that was ordered for this particular, based on this particular salesperson. Okay. Now, very same thing can be found inside the pivot table as well. So here also quantity orders is the only measure that you have here. You can add multiple measures from here. You can even take the count. Okay, simply click on count, and then all the other normal things which we have in the pivot table, which is to add multiple measures, insert it into a spreadsheet, flip the axis, download the Excel access, all such things. Okay. So next, what do we have?
Next, we have the product.
It is the report. Oh my God. It looks really attractive because we have tons of product in our database, and it will be showing for each product, different colors have been denoted, and it shows a pie chart.
Yes.
Okay. So by default, okay, you have the line chart also. I'll show you how it looks like. This is a bit complicated because we have a lot of data. Now, if you take the pie chart and bar chart, you can see for each product, if you go to measures, the quantity that has been ordered for each of the product that exists in your database is what we get in the sales analysis by products. Okay. So I think a little bit more interesting view is the pie chart itself.
Yeah, definitely.
So on the right side of the screen, you can see what different color denotes, which product different color denotes to. Okay.
It's like a color palette, right?
Yeah, it is looking really good. Yeah, attractive one. And each slice on the pie chart actually shows the quantity which has been ordered. Okay, so that's the pie chart. Now, that's the graph. Then you have the pivot table of the very same thing, which is sales analysis by product. So it is a long table. As you all know, we have a lot of products. Okay. And based on different sales team, you can see sales, pre-sales, websites and all on top. And if you go to measures, you can add multiple measures as well. Okay. So what is the next thing that we have?
Next thing we have the customers.
Okay. So what is it?
So here you can see defaultly the graph view, and there you can see the different customers that is already in our DB, like Gemini Furniture, Deco Addict, Ready Mat, Your Company Joy Wills, everything right here. And you can see the measures, like here we have already like quantity ordered, like the customer ordered quantity, we can see here. And here we have the different type of measures like discount amount. So we can specify the measures. And we can see the graph view.
All other things are similar to the ones which we have been seeing. Okay, so this is simply a sales analysis based on customer. Previously, we were talking about the sales analysis based on sales and products and all. Similarly, this is corresponding to a customer. Okay, for each customer, how many quantity was been ordered. That is what has been depicted over here. And for the very same thing, we have the pivot view, which is the tabular view. I'm not going in deep. And I think finally we have commission also. Yeah. So this is the data of the commissions. So first of all, once you open the commissions reporting, it has the pivot view.
Yes.
Okay. And then it has the graph view as well. So let's take the pivot view. In the pivot view, it will be showing the commissions
achieved, forecast.
Yeah. And different salespersons target the commission. That is the commission plans that we've created is what you can see on the left side.
Yeah.
Manager achievement, salesperson targets and commission plan 2025. All those things are different, commission plans that we have created. And the salesperson assigned to each of these can be seen under each. Okay, then you have the time period, that is for March 2024, what was the target achieved by each of these. Similarly, June, September, like for different months, what is the total amount or the target amount they have been achieving and the commission. That's what we have in the pivot table, and the very same thing is depicted in the graph view as well. Okay, so you can see it shows different commission plans, and the black dots actually shows the sum. Okay, so that's the reporting. Now, finally, let's move on to the confirmation section. So we have the settings. I think we'll keep it for last. Okay. So what is the first thing?
First thing, we have the sales team.
Sales team. So we have already seen the sales team's dashboard, right?
I think we have already discussed the sales team.
Sales team, yeah. That is the sales team's dashboard can already be found under the orders, but that sales team has been created from here. Okay, it's really simple. You have to click on new, give the name, set a team leader, and also add the members. That's it. So that's the sales team over here. Let's move on to the other one. So now let's talk about the quotation templates. You all know what quotation templates are. So these are ready-made things, that is ready-made templates that you can use under quotation. So you all know what template is. In all other scenarios also templates have been used very often. Okay, so there are certain quotation templates which are previously created. Yeah, that's it. So let's create a new one. For that, click on new button over here. Okay, and obviously you have to give what to a quotation?
Quotation template title.
Yes. So you can give a random title for that. You have an example over here which is like standard consultancy package. So you can give whatever the name it is. What should I give it?
A new template.
New template. Yeah. So new template is what I'm giving. New temp. That's the name. And then you have the quotation validity. So you can actually set a validity here which will be reflected in the quotation that you create. That is not just a quotation you create. The quotation that you create using this template. Okay, so I'll give the validity for 10 days. Is that okay?
Yes.
And then if you want this to, if you want to add a recurring plan to it, you can actually select one from the recurring plan over here. So this, like you can choose how often this should get repeated, whether monthly, yearly, or 6 months, whatever it is, you can choose it from here. So I don't want it to be repeated.
Okay, it's basically using in like service, like for a cleaning purpose.
In such cases and all, you can use it based on your need. It's all based on your need. So Odoo is actually giving a lot of importance to the customers.
Yes.
Okay. The customer scenario, customer need is what we have importance here. Okay. Then you have
confirmation mail, company. So
what is this confirmation mail?
So this is the email template will be sent on confirmation
of the mail. The quotation. Yeah. So you can choose the template for that. So once the confirmation is done, what template, like what mail should be sent to the customer? You have a lot of preset templates for that. You can use it. So I'll use the one for order confirmation.
Okay.
So once you confirm it, this will be sent to the customer that you choose in the quotation. And then you have the company. Then you have also the option to choose the invoicing journal. So you can see its customer invoices. If you want, you can leave it empty or add it from here. Then you have the code calculator. Okay, so here you have already a code calculator which is shipping and assembly costs. You can add it over here. Basic thing is that there should be, a quotation template name and the products.
Yes.
That's the very basic thing. And you can see this thing which is online signature and online payment, which is already enabled over there. So this is actually making the signature and payment online active. Okay, so that is given over here. Then we have the order lines.
Yes, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, what can we do over there?
So we can easily add a product.
So simply click on add a product.
Yeah.
And then there you can see a lot of products like acoustic block screen, a large meeting tables and all. So I'll simply add acoustic block screen.
Okay.
And the quantity can also be set over here. I'll give 5. I'll add one more product. So let it be large meeting table and let it also be 5.
Okay.
So 2 products is what I've added over here. Then you have all other things similar to the quotation. So you have the optional
product.
Yeah, optional product.
Terms and conditions.
And also the quote builder.
Okay.
Okay. So in terms and conditions, if you give one, this will be printed on the end of the invoice. Okay. So that is there. Now I'm saving this. Okay. So I'll simply show you how it looks like. So let's go to the orders. Choose the quotations and I'm clicking on new to create a new one.
Okay.
So now I'm going to use the template that we've created. Okay.
Okay.
So just choose the customer And here I'm going to add, like right now you can see the product line is empty.
Yes.
This is no magic. Okay, so going to the quotation template and choosing new temp. And
ta-da. You can see the difference, right?
so it's that simple. Rather than sitting and searching for the products, you can actually use the template. So if that is the case, you can actually pre-build these things and use it to save your time. That's it. So that's simply what the quotation template is. We obviously have a video on that as well. And what next?
Next, we have the headers and footers.
Okay, so let's open that. So these are actually headers and footers that we set for different documents. Okay, template which are set, so which can be used for different documents like the invoices and the quotations and all. So document type header, you can see different footers and headers are given there. The thing is that you can actually upload it from your system. Okay, upload headers and footers for the documents from your system. And you can see the template is given here as office furniture. Office furniture's footers and headers are already there. So if you click on new, you can actually create a new one. So the document type can be chosen either a header or a footer.
Okay.
And the file content base 64. So here you can upload your file. And then for any quotation template, this can be assigned. So if I'm putting new template means this will be set. This particular header and footer is set for that quotation template.
New template. Okay.
And what happens is that once you use this quotation template in a new quotation, this
this header and footer will be
this is all connected together.
That's
it. So that's how simply you can set the header and footer from the section. Now if you go to configuration, you have the delivery methods.
Yes.
So what is the delivery method?
You can see different type of delivery methods, which standard delivery, the post, local delivery, express delivery, and something like that. And here we have the providers also, like which are the providers, fixed price based on rules,
and we have the DHL.
Yes. And like you can see the website and if it's published or not. And here we have the company, countries, and maximum weight also. So for creating a new one, just click on the new button, and here we need to specify the title first.
Okay. So we have an example over here, which is UPS Express.
Yes.
So that's the name. Now, if you give that exact name, and then you have the website. So you all know if you don't choose any website, this will be available in all websites. Okay. Then you have a fixed price. Yes. So you can set a fixed price for this delivery. So I hope you all understood what delivery method is. Now, in case like if you are ordering something online in any e-commerce store,
okay,
obviously we'll be choosing different delivery methods for it. It will be having different delivery methods. So here you have the option to set delivery methods, and this can be used in the
quotations. Okay.
Yeah. So here actually I'm creating one.
Specify a provider also, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's like, it can be anything. You have different other providers like pickup. Even you can pick it up in the store.
Okay.
That is the main attraction. So is it based on any rules, based on fixed price, or different other providers are there? So to get these providers, you have to do something else. I'll show what that is. For that,
you can also install more providers.
Yeah, that is it. For that, you have to go to the configuration settings and enable it from there.
Okay.
Only then these providers will be available over here. So that's it. That you can see the option, install more providers.
Yes.
That's it. And then you have the company and the routes. So routes also can be configured and used over here. Then you have the fixed price. You can set a fixed price for the delivery method. Right now, I'm not giving, there won't be anything. You can actually set, if I set 50, then that will be the fixed price. And free if order amount is above. Now, in certain cases, we are seeing like delivery charge this much. And for other orders, they'll be saying free delivery and all.
Yes.
Right. So such a thing can be set over here. So if the amount is above something, you can actually set it. If the amount is above 1,000 means the delivery will be free.
Okay.
So such option can be done from here, and the delivery product. So this delivery can actually be created as a product, and that can be used over here.
Okay.
Like in terms of services, we are creating a services. Similarly, we can create a product. We basically call it as the delivery product.
Okay.
That product can be used over here.
Okay.
And if you want to add the delivery, what you will do, you will go to the quotation, and in the order line, you will be adding this delivery product along with the other products.
Okay.
So what happens is that the delivery will be added automatically. So that's it. And then the tracking link can be seen. You all know what tracking link is. You have to track the delivery.
Yes.
For that, you have the link. And then you have two smart tabs, which is
Availability and description.
okay. And under availability, we have
Destinations and content. So under the destination, you can see countries like state and zip prefixes.
okay.
And here we have the content like max weight and maximum volume and must have tags and excluded tags also. So you
Okay.
can specify that as per your concern. And here we have the description. And you can also add the description which is corresponding to the delivery method. And we are moving to the
One more thing which is to be added on is
Okay.
that on the top, you can see a smart button.
oh
So if you just keep the cursor on it, you can see it says
publish or
If you take it, it's unpublished. So to publish this in the website, you have to make sure that, to make this available in the website, you have to make sure you publish.
yes.
Okay, so for that, it's really simple. Simply click on publish. So before that, you have to make sure this delivery product field is actually a mandatory field.
Okay, it's empty, right?
Yeah. If it's empty, you can't publish it. So you have to set a
Specify.
delivery product. Right now, I'm not saving it, okay?
And
Next, what do we have?
Tags.
The tags. So
very
tags are a thing that you find everywhere. Okay?
for the easy searchability.
It's nothing. It's just a tag. You will name it and you will set a color for it, which can be used for easy identification,
Yes.
sorting and all. That's it. So to create a new tag, simply click on new, give the name. I'm giving the tag as new. Choose a color. That's it. Okay, so that's the tags. What next do we have?
Next, under the product, here we have the attributes.
So we've already talked about the attributes, right? So if a shirt is a product, it will be having attributes like color, size and brand and all.
Yes.
So if you take color as an attribute, it will be having different values also. Okay, so you can actually create such attributes over here. I'm not creating one because we already have a lot of attributes over here. So you can see attribute like color, okay, brand, the gender, material and all. It can be, the thing is that these attributes will be having multiple values.
Okay.
Okay, now if you go to configuration, you can see combo choices. So choose that. Now combo choices, I think we've talked about it as well. That's not only a single product. If in case of a meal and all, you're choosing a starter, main course, dessert, that's a combo. So such combo choices, you can see desk accessory combo, desk combo, chairs, jeans combo and all.
Yeah.
Now if you click on new, you can actually name
Combo choice.
I'm just giving it as a meal. Okay, and visible to all company, and under the products you have to choose which all products come under this combo. So I can choose any kind of food items. So if I give the apple pie,
Okay.
and I'm adding, I hope there is burger in it. Yeah, bacon burger. So 2 products are added to this meal. So that's the meal. That's the combo. That's how you can easily choose or create a combo, and the combo price will also be shown there. And the product count of the product can also be seen here. So for the one which we have created, the count is just 2.
Yes.
So it shows 2. Now what next?
Next, we have categories. So all we know that for the, different kind of product have different kind of categories, right? So we have a category which is called all, or furnitures, food, under food, and something like that. So we can easily create a categories. So
That is, product can be sorted under different categories, and those categories can actually be created here. That's it. So to create a new category, what do you have to do?
just click on the new button and just specify the category. Here we have an example which is called lamps, right? So just enter that, and here you can also specify which is the parent category.
So it can, there is nothing necessary that you have to specify it under a parent category. You can make it a parent category. You can create one, and this further can be used as a parent category. So if you want to put it under any specific category, in that case, you can use it. Okay.
And you can specify the tax category, and here we have the logistic and inventory valuation. Under the logistic, you can see the force removal strategy. So if you want, you can use the force removal strategy like FIFO, LIFO. Okay. And here we have the reserve packaging.
That is, if you specify a force removal strategy over here, it will be affecting all the products which is coming under this particular category.
Yeah.
So if I'm putting FIFO, that means first in, first out.
Yes.
Whichever product comes first will be going out first. That means will be sold out first. So that's the removal strategy that you are giving. Then you have the inventory valuation, where you have the costing method, and where obviously we know we have costing methods like average cost,
Standard price.
and first in, first out.
Yeah.
So all these things which comes under the inventory section. So we'll talk about it while we are doing the inventory module.
Yes.
And then you have the account property.
Income account, expense account, and down payment account also. So you can specify that.
And also if there is any, the products as well as the put away roll tabs, right, will be seen corresponding to the category will be seen over here in the smart tabs. So that's the product category. I didn't save it, okay?
Okay.
Then what?
Let's move to the product tags.
Okay.
So here you can simply create a new product tags. Like you can specify the name of the product tab, and here we have the visible on e-commerce. So you can check if you need to visible this particular tags on e-commerce, and you can specify the color, image, and under that you can also here we have two tabs, which is called product template and product variants. So you can add a line for the product template, and you can also add the product variants. So that's all about the product tag. So similar to the tags. Okay. And let's move to the next session, which is units and packaging.
Okay. So we have the, like other than that, we do have things like Shopee, online payment and all. For Shopee and all will be things under Shopee items and Shopee accounts. So I'm not focusing on that. Then you have the online payments also.
Yes.
Right? So online payments is the area where you can set payment methods and payment providers. So if I open the payment method, you have different payment methods over here like Afterpay, PayPal, demo payments and all. Okay, so there'll be these all payment methods will already be there in the system. Only thing is that you have to make it active. And also you can create a new payment method by clicking on new. Okay, so you have to make sure whether it's supported in all countries, the primary payment method, what it is, and to make it active, you have to check this tick box.
Okay.
Providers also can be added over here or will be seen over here. So that's the payment methods. By default, there'll be a lot of payment methods and you have to make it active to use it. Then one more thing that we have is the payment providers.
Yes.
So providers, in the sense you can see a lot of smart tabs, like card-like view of the providers, that exactly the payment methods itself. So you can see demo, the cash on delivery, the Stripe, wire transfer and all. Certain things are unpublished, certain are published, certain are in test mode. So in case of like trial payments and all, we use it in test mode and to see whether it's working. Okay. So that's the payment providers. You have to make sure this is enabled. So that's the online payment. And then we have the unit of measure category. So unit of measure may sound very simple, but it's not. It's really important. Okay. So unit of measure, it's, in case of measuring any kind of product, unit is required.
Yes.
So if you take a look at the products in the, products tab or products menu, you will be finding different, like if it's a liquid thing, means the unit of measure will change to liters.
Yeah.
If it's little heavy, means it will be gram, kilogram.
Yeah.
Like if it's distance and all, we'll be using meter, kilometer and all, feet and all, right?
Yes.
So such unit of measures and categories are actually configured here. So if you just take a look at the screen itself, you can see unit of measure. There is weight. Weight is a category.
Okay.
So obviously weight will be having UOM, that is unit of measures, like gram, kilogram, ounce and all. And even, pounds and all. Weight is actually measured in all such things. So such things are given there. Then you have unit like units in dozens. The surface you have feet and meters, volume and all such things. So to create such a thing, first thing is you have to create a new category. And under category, you have to specify the unit of measure. So if weight is the category, gram, kilogram, milligram and all will be the measures. Yeah. So we do have a detailed video on it, and we do have a question video on it, I guess. That is in search of, case of selling a rose.
Okay.
Like if you want to sell roses in bundle, not only rose flowers as stems and bundles.
Okay.
How will you solve it? So you guys go and try it. Okay. So this is the question. If you want to sell flowers or roses, okay, you have to sell it as bundle and stem.
Okay.
So in that case, what will be the unit of measure and unit of measure category? How will you sell it? Okay. So go on and try it. We have the answer in our channel. So that's the unit of measure. And finally, what do we have? we have the activity plan. So activities, you have already seen it while you open the quotations.
Yes.
So activity plans can actually be created from here. Click on new. You have the option to set a name.
Yes.
So it can be anything. I'm giving the name as new.
Okay.
And the model to which this is been affected is the sale order. And then you have the option to choose the activity type.
Yes.
Activity type means what all things will come.
So we can say like the activities which is under the plan, which we can see like
Activities,
calls,
emails, messages, meetings. So whatever things is, you can actually create it, and this plan can be used in the sale orders. Okay. So that's the sale order plans. And finally,
we have the settings.
this time it's really the final thing, which is the settings. So a lot of things are already enabled in the settings. That's the reason why you can find them under different menus.
Yes.
So the first thing is product catalog. You all know what a catalog is.
Yes.
Okay. So under catalog, you have this variants, variant grid entry, deliver content by mail, unit of measure, and product packaging. Variants are things that comes under attributes. So you all know, as I said before, what is it? If colors and all is there, if shirt is a product, you have the attributes as color.
Yes.
So variants comes like blue shirt, green shirt, white shirt. Those are all variants of the product shirt. Okay, then you have the variant grid entry. That is how the variant has been added. Okay, that's the variant grid entry. And then you have the unit of measure. So this variant grid entry and all, only if you enable it, you can find it. So it's actually a pop-up which comes.
Okay.
While choosing the
product, right?
If a product that has variants.
Okay.
Then you have the unit of measure. So only if you enable this, you can find that unit of measure thing under the configuration. And this is to deliver content by email. So if you want to send a specific or product specific email, once the invoice is validated of the product, then you have to make sure this has been enabled. Okay. And then you have the product packaging. So if you want to sell products by multiple units per package, for that, product packaging is done. So we do have videos on all these things. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm not going deeper into each of these. So to make sure that packaging can be done, you have to enable this. Then comes the pricing, where you have the discounts, the price list, promotions, loyalty and gift card, and margins. So if you just if you just go to the where did we we had this thing, that is the loyalty card and all. Okay. Under the products, you can see discounts and loyalty, gift card and e-wallets. So only if you enable this promotions, you can find it under the products. Okay. Then you have
quotations and orders.
Okay.
Under that, you can see online signature, online payment. That is already shown in the quotation. And here we have the quotation template. We can directly go to the quotation.
If you can't find the quotation template in the configuration, that means you have not enabled that in the settings. So whatever things that you can't find in the configuration means you have to go to the settings and check whether it's enabled. Okay. So that's the quotation template. And then you have the PDF code builder. Yes, a thing where we have already, configured the headers and footers, right? So, and then you have the pro forma invoice. That is, if you want to send pro forma invoice to you, not only the normal invoices, pro forma invoices to the customers, you have to enable this. And to lock the sale order, that is the confirmed quotations or confirmed order.
You confirmed your quotation. If you don't want any kind of
edits over it, then you have to lock it. For locking it, you can use the locked confirmed sales. And here you have the sales warning. So if you want to display any kind of warnings corresponding to a customer or a product, that is, you are choosing a customer. If he is not a good customer,
if he is not a loyal one,
in such cases, you can set a warning.
Yes.
Okay. Similarly for products also, if the product was not available and all, you can set a warning. Yes, once the product has been chosen. So that's the warning. Then here is the shipping related things. That is the different providers.
Yes.
And the shipping
connectors.
Right. So that's it. That's already enabled. And then you have the invoicing. So by default, invoicing policy will be what is ordered.
Yes.
So we have what is delivered as well. So that is the ordered quantity and delivered quantity. Then the automatic invoice, that is to automatically generate an invoice for when the online payment is confirmed. Okay. Then commissions, only you will get that menu once you enable this. Then consolidate subscriptions billing, that is to consolidate of all customer subscription that are due to be billed on the same day onto a single invoice. Then you have the different connectors like Amazon, Sync and Gelato. So these are the basic things that comes under sales. You know, if we are going to talk about each and everything in detail, this won't end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So don't worry, you guys can go to our playlist and check. Each of these things are been done in detail as specific videos, but this is overall the view of the sales module. It's a large module with lots and lots of things inside the module. So this actually helps you to grow your business, that is grow your sales a lot. Okay, so I hope this actually give you a random view of what the sales module in Odoo 18 looks like. So is that it?
yes.
So shall we wrap?
Yes. So that's all about the overview of the sales module. I mean, in Odoo 18.
Yeah, so that's the sales module of Odoo 18 before you. I hope that was clear for you guys.
And if you have any doubts, do comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll be back with the overview of other modules as well. So please wait till that. So this is Aishwarya and Aisha signing off. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.
Bye.